Yo, what's good? This your boy Derek Bradshaw, Memphis Wire on SportsView360.com, covering the Memphis Tigers basketball program today. And today I just want to talk about the latest addition to the Memphis Tigers 2025-2026 roster, and that's Aaron Bradshaw. He is the first front court player for the Memphis Tigers. Will be playing the center position, I'm assuming, at 7'1". Was a former Ohio State Buckeye. Prior to that, he played at the Kentucky Wildcats. Former five-star talent, McDonald's All-American. So, from what I've seen, the footage I've seen of the guy, he's an athletic big, because he can move from side to side, man. You know, very athletic. Now I'm not sure that you have to go back and look at it, but his game log. But I'm not sure that he was a starter at Ohio State. Only averaged 6 points per game, 2.7 rebounds. Had, I believe, 14 blocks last season, 16 steals. So, based off those numbers, I don't think he was a starter with that program last season. But, hopefully, I wonder if he would have that same type of growth under Hardaway as Dane Danger had. Because Dane Danger, you know, numbers were kind of similar to what Aaron Bradshaw had at Ohio State when he was at Danger was at Illinois. You know, so now that you have your first front court player coming into the fold, you close out this current transfer portal cycle with a plethora of guards. Zachary Davis, Sincere Parker. These are players that I didn't even discuss with y'all yet. Sincere Parker, Zachary Davis, Quinte Berry, you know, Ashton Hardaway. You got a lot of guards now. You know what I'm saying? There was a transfer. A guy that is leaving the program. Bona Kibe, he's leaving the program. But I think he left this. I think I'll give Penny Hardaway right now like a B. Right now, a B. I think he did really well. He's being real aggressive in his opening run with the addition to the guards. You know, I know a lot of people were complaining about that in the beginning. You know, about him having way too many guards, but that's kind of a Penny Hardaway trait. You know, he's done this over the past couple of years. He starts out in the transfer portal cycle with a plethora of guards. He gets his guards first, his wings, and then he gets his big man. You know, now he got a 7'1" guy. You know, a very athletic man, guy that can move, can attack the basket. I think he can push the ball up the court. Very solid defender. So, I mean, he could give the Tigers an element that they have not had in that position in a while. We'll see how it all play out, man. But as always, I gotta remind y'all, just because you committed verbally, don't mean you're gonna be wearing a Tigers uniform, you know, during the start of the season. Because the way I see it, they're not a Memphis Tiger until they step on the court wearing the uniform and you see them playing. You actually see them in action, you know. So hopefully none of these guys flip once the cycle opens up again. The transfer portal cycle opens up again, you know. But so far, man, I like what the Tigers have done with their new additions, you know, because I think a lot of these guys have some potential, you know, to become key contributors for this program. Quinte Berry, Zachary Davis, even Ashton Hardaway, Sincere Parker. These guys can really have an impact on this year's squad. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot. I mean, we're only in the month of April, going into May. So who knows what Hardaway has up his sleeve going forward. build, man. I know Hardaway, I know he's not really all to enthused by the latest market shift in NIL with the numbers and all that, and how these players, NIL value goes up, shoots up significantly after having a really good year. He ain't too excited about that, but it is what it is. I think he's gonna adapt and overcome. You know what I'm saying? In other news, though, the transfer yesterday was the deadline, right? I believe it was the deadline of the transfer portal cycle, right? Of this current transfer portal cycle was the deadline. And the good news is that Dante Harris, the other guard, will not be transferred. That's a plus. And from what I've heard is that the expectation is that he will be back with this program this upcoming season. So that gives you some experience. And that also goes for Dan Danger. Even though there are still waiting on if the NCAA is going to approve him of getting another season in college basketball. He didn't enter the transfer portal after what was initially reported last week by a lot of the major outlets out there. So if you get those two, if you get Danger back, you're already getting Harris. Already looks like you're getting Dante Harris back. If you get Danger back, who knows if PJ Haggerty will be coming back? But I think you bring those guys back, Harris, Danger, along with the other players you got right now, Aaron Bradshaw, Zachary Davis, Sincere Parker, Quincy Berry, Ashton Hardaway. You're looking to have a very formidable team, in my opinion. Very formidable team. Team that could probably, run through the American once again, but we'll see how it all play out with the other teams and what additions they've made, to enhance their roster. Hearing that Tulane with Ron Hunter, that he's starting to embrace NIL, and he's starting to have starting to put together a very competitive roster. So we'll see how it all play out. But right now, Dante Harris is expected to be back with this program this upcoming season. Dan Danger didn't enter the transfer portal, so it looks like he'll be a Tiger this upcoming season. We'll see how that all shapes up with the money and all that. But if you're a Memphis fan, you gotta feel good about that. So we'll see. All right, so that's for y'all for right now, man. Give me a like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Let me know how you feel. What are your thoughts on the Tigers adding Aaron Bradshaw to the mix, the first front court player for the roster for the upcoming season? Check out sportsview360.com for the latest content of the Memphis Tigers football and basketball programs. Have a blessed day. Peace. I'm out.